Hello everybody, Brummy Farmer here, and welcome back to DonDiego by Grabby Latouche. Now, you might have noticed that I haven't put a video out for a few days, and the reason for this is because, excuse me, my computer decided to stop working, and after a few hours of diagnostic, I found out that it was actually my power pack that was at fault, so I had to wait a few days to get that sorted. And on top of that, my hay fever has been playing me up something bad, so this is the reason. But anyway, I'm back now, and what I've decided to do on this map is make it an interactive map. So somewhere in this video I shall be putting a poll in, so you can decide what job I do next, because I was playing the Alcorn Valley map, but for some reason that decided it didn't want to work anymore after I installed the Big Bud DLC. I don't know if it's the actual DLC that's not compatible with the map, but anyway, it just didn't work, so I decided to come on here, because I did do a review on this map about a week ago, and if you haven't already viewed the map or viewed that video, I suggest you go down into my channel and have a look. Yeah, I have actually, like I said, I have actually downloaded the Big Bud DLC, and I've actually got it working on one of my fields. And if we can, as we carry on around here, just collecting this grass, we'll see it in action in a minute. But I have been doing a bit of work off camera, and I've been preparing food for my animals when I get the animals. I mean, I do start off with 4 of each, but four animals, it's not a big deal really. I'm looking to get about 100 of each, so I'm going to need quite a bit of food. And I've already started, like I said, I've already got the straw for the mixing station. Now I'm just collecting the grass. I've already got some silage as well, so that should be able to sort out the cows. But the pigs are going to be a bit more tricky, because obviously they need more ingredients. But I have planted one of the smaller fields with some potatoes, and I have actually done a grass field on one of the other smaller fields as well. So that should be okay when it grows, because obviously grass in this game on the verges of the field, it's fine, you can cut it. But if you plant it in your own field, then obviously you have to wait, just like you would with any other crop. And this is the field that I have the Big Bud on. There he is. I've got him doing a ploughing here, but obviously I've put him on a headland because for some reason course play doesn't really it doesn't really work with the big bud. Well, it works, but there's a problem when it starts turning around because when it reverses in the field, it starts going a bit crazy. But I've done it so it doesn't have to turn in the field, and for that reason I've turned off the traffic. But because the turning circle is so big, then I didn't want it to actually catch any of the trees on the other end of the field down there, because there's some quite big trees at the end of the field, and I didn't want any of them to get hit or get stuck. So basically I did 3 headlands, and I think he's coming up onto his 3rd one now, and then once the headlands are done, there should be no problem with it actually catching any of the trees. Yeah, so like I say, this is the first episode that I've done on this map, apart from the actual map review. So obviously I haven't got the farm very well established yet. I mean, I have this field I did plant. Well, I didn't plant it when I bought it. There was millet already on here planted, so I harvested it, and I did collect most of the straw off the field, but because it's such a big field, I did get over 1.75 million. So that's quite. I think that's going to be enough straw for now. I'm not going to need any more, but not for quite a while. That should be able to suffice my animals very well. Yeah, so once I've got this grass sorted, all I'll need to do then is just wait for the mixing station to do its thing. Getting a bit of a bumpy ride here. Wait for the mixing station to do its thing, and then my cows should be sorted. But obviously I need some grass in storage for sheep and things like that as well, so and I do apologise if the sniffing is getting a bit too much for you. I've tried to do it as little as possible, but as you, I hope you appreciate that this is the hay fever season, and some people suffer, some people don't. I wish I was one of those that didn't, but I do. So yeah, and once the big bud's done a few passes on this field, I'm going to actually set up the cultivator as well. But I think because the cultivator is so big, it actually catches up. I think it's actually like twice the size of the actual plough, so it catches up quite easily. So I have to make sure that there's plenty of room. We'll see. You'll see what I mean about the big bud now turning with course play. Oh, he's not going to catch that tree, is he? He's still going to catch the tree. Well, that didn't work out too well, did it? But I did it so it shouldn't have actually caught the tree, but it still did. And for some reason it gives an offset on the well, that's true. So see, turning field is activated, so if I turn that off, maybe that will make a difference. Oops. Yeah, I do like this this Big Bud DLC, but I'm not so sure why it's this slow. Because something with this amount of power, you'd expect it to have quite quite a bit of power. Yeah, but for some reason it's just not that power. It's got a lot of power, but just hasn't got the speed. I don't understand why. I mean, I have saw the Big Bud actually in action on a promo video, and to be honest, it's very, very big. I mean, it's actually so big that I saw a child of about 6 or 7 maybe sitting in the actual in the wheel, where the wheel hub is, and I was actually quite amazed at the size. Yeah, so somewhere in this video I will be putting a poll, because I think it makes it more interesting when, well, more interesting for you, should I say, that you see what you want to see. I mean, you could say, oh, okay, sit there driving up and down here all day, and you'd get bored. But I don't know what you want to see, because obviously you haven't told me yet. Yes, and I'm sure you may have noticed that I'm not actually very good at talking to a computer, basically. I mean, I'm fine sitting there having a conversation with someone, but when it comes to just sitting there talking to myself, I'm not very good at it. But I have been married for almost 30 years, and I have 4 children, so some people would say I'm used to talking to myself. And please let me know what you think of my channel in the comments below, and let me know what you think I could do to improve it. And I have on my channel I have been doing Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator as well. If you're interested in those, then I urge you to check out some of those videos. It's just me driving my truck, having fun. And I do get into a few mishaps along the way, but hey, that's part of playing the game. And this one's almost full now. Oh, he's slipping again. Oh dear. Yes, this isn't going too well. Well, maybe if it's because I do know about see the turning circle. Maybe put the turning circle a bit bigger, because it is quite a long implement as well, so maybe giving it a bigger turning circle would help. I don't know. Shall see. Hopefully that will do it this time. No, I don't know. Let's go and get this to the mixing station. Yeah, so this is, I'm not going to make this a very long video, because obviously I don't want to get too ahead of myself, because if it's going to be an interactive map, then obviously I would like your input before I actually do too much. But somewhere in this video there should be a vote of the next job you want me to do. It might be a choice of 2 or 3 jobs, because obviously when you first start the farm, there's quite a few jobs to do, but you can't actually do all of them at the same time. And if you do like this map, the link for it will be in the description below. Yes, and I'm not the best driver in the world. And if you watch my Euro truck or American truck videos, you'll find that out. And these this mixing station does hold quite a bit of each product. I mean, there's 150,000 litres in this loading wagon, and it's taken the whole lot. Right, so I'm going to call it a day here now, and remember, look in the video and find the poll. Tell me what you think I should do in the next video, and if I get enough votes for anything, I will do that. I've been Brummy Farmer, and I would like to thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, please leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.